Now use these removal hooks to pull out the malfunction display. Pay attention to the connectors once again. Now on to the switch panel. Use the long wedge once again to unclip it. Then disconnect the connectors. The next two screws are located below the switch panel. Unscrew these and then remove the turn switch for the lights. Disconnect these connectors as well. Now we go back to the middle of the vehicle. Now remove the center console. Unscrew the two screws on each side. Now you can simply lift out the center console. Before removing the gearshift lever, ensure that the vehicle cannot roll off. Press the parking brake. In order to move the gearshift to D for drive, you have to remove the cover using the long wedge. Protect the leather on the grip using a cloth and carefully unclip the cover. Now remove the two screws. When reassembling this, ensure that you use a torque of 4 Newton-meters. Now you can move the covering for the gearshift lever to the side. Now it's time for the ashtray. Pull the ashtray out. Then press the clamp outwards until the lock fits through the opening. Now disconnect the connectors for the ashtray lighting. After that, it's time for the covering on the center console. Remove the 6 screws. Now you can unclip the covering. Then disconnect the connectors for the cigarette lighter. Now continue with the connector for the gearshift lever control unit. Remove this. Then unscrew the 2 screws on the left and right-hand side of the gearshift. They're well concealed, so you once again need nimble fingers. When reassembling this, ensure that you tighten both screws to 20 Newton-meters. Now pull the gearshift lever and bearing block downward out of the holder. Then lever the ball socket off the ball head. After that, you can remove the gear cable from the gearshift lever using a suitable tool. Now all that's left is the gear cable for the ignition. Press the plug connector on the gear cable together and pull it out while rotating it slightly. After you've removed all of the components, you can then remove the gearshift lever. Now it's time for the glove compartment. Open the glove compartment and press the locking bolts inward. Then disconnect the catches and remove the cover. Now remove the interior lighting in the glove compartment. Unclip the lights and disconnect the wiring. Then onward to the driver's side. The release catch is located here and has to be removed. Ensure that the parking brake is off. Now remove the cable from the guides on the release catch. Then pull the release catch out and disconnect it from the cable here as well. Once you've completed these preparations, then only 11 screws secure the instrument panel in place. We work from left to right. The first screw is between the console and the driver's door. The next is in the opening for the air nozzle. Then you will find 3 screws in the middle of the instrument panel. Two of the 3 screws are slightly concealed on the inside of the instrument panel, but with a bit of skill, these are no problem. Now for the glove compartment. Remove the 2 screws here as well. Next, remove the 3 screws in the opening for the right-hand air nozzle. And finally, remove the screw on the instrument panel on the passenger side. Once you've removed all of the screws, you're almost done. Now all you have to do is remove both connectors for the telephone system, located on the center console. For vehicles with automatic climate control, you also have to disconnect the electrical connector on the sun sensor. This is located behind the malfunction display. For the next step, you need a pair of wire cutters. Use these to cut the cable strap on the connector cap. The cable strap held the protective bag for the power distributor in place. You've unfastened this as well. Now for the final steps. Now get the help of a colleague again in order to remove the instrument panel. Lift the instrument panel on each side slightly and pull it towards you. However, note that the instrument panel is still connected with 3 connectors. First, remove the connector for the interior air temperature sensor. Then the connector for the command fan. And finally, the connector for the electronic ignition. Once you've disconnected everything, you can remove the entire instrument panel from the vehicle. First, place the instrument panel on the passenger seat and then carefully lift it out of the vehicle from the passenger side. The removal is complete. To reinstall all of these devices, trim strips and covers, repeat the process in reverse. Remember to use the specified torque settings.